Hello, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and thank you. The video I did on SADE Robertson, the young lady that was unalived and decapitated. She went on a first date and she was unalived and decapitated by her date by a white man over in Milwaukee. I'm going to link that video up to this one. I noticed that a lot of there were black men coming in my comics section laughing about it, making jokes about it and laughing about it. And I was very, very disheartened. It was very disheartening, very upsetting to see that. Um, I don't know why they would think a young 19-year-old young lady getting unalived and decapitated on her first date. I don't know why they would think that would be funny. What part of that is funny? And my thought was I had to come on here and address it because I was kind of upset behind that. And at first I responded to some of the comments, and then removed some of the comments, and then I responded to a couple of the comments. Then I just decided to go through and just remove all of them altogether. I decided to go through and remove all the comments altogether because that is not okay. That is not okay. It is not funny. I told one guy that it wasn't funny. Why do black men think it's funny? Oh, oh. Why do black men think it's funny when this young lady, she was dating a white guy. This was the white man that did it. And I don't know what part of that they would think was funny. Because my thought is, what if this is your daughter, your cousin, your sister? What if this was somebody in your family that this happened to? What if this happened to your sister or your daughter or your niece or your cousin? Someone, a black female in your family, would you laugh? Would you think it was funny if this happened to someone in your family? If this happened to your daughter, I wonder if those guys have daughters. Those same guys that are laughing, do they have daughters? I'm just wondering what kind of evil person, what kind of black-hearted person would laugh at something like that just because it was a white man that did it. Let me tell you something. Statistically, there's still way more black men unaliving black women than white men. Yes, white men are doing it, but statistically, there is still way more black men that are unaliving black women. So some of them call themselves trying to prove some type of point, and saying because she was with a white man or whatever like that. But statistically, it's still way more black men that are abusing and unaliving black women, because it's to the point to where it is a huge concern in our community. So the point, they call themselves making a point. Well, she wanted you black women want to divest and all this kind of stuff. But it's still, what are you saying about the black men that are doing it at a much higher rate than white men? And so that's, like I said, that's very disturbing to me. Why they would think this was funny? Very disturbing to me why they would think it was funny that this young black lady lost her life to this white man. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what color he was. If a black man had done it, what would you have said if a black man had done it? See, I just it just that's very disturbing to me that black men would would be so happy about a black woman being unalived and decapitated. I mean, it's like Are you evil? Are you black-hearted? Or what's going on? What type of hatred does black men have? They have a lot of black men have an extreme amount of hatred towards black women, and it's very, very disturbing, and it's very sad. They would laugh at something like this because what if this was your sister or your daughter or your cousin or your niece that had this happen to? Would you be laughing? Would you want others to laugh? This 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 I seen her mother. She had a family, and her mother is heartbroken because they couldn't find all the parts of her body. Her mother is heartbroken. And you mean to tell me you guys are sitting around laughing about it like it's a joke? Very, very, very cold hearted. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of I wanted to talk about that because I just think that's very disturbing. Very disturbing, and I think it speaks volumes about how a lot of black men feel about black women. It speaks volumes about the hatred that a lot of black men have towards black women. It's getting to be really bad to the point. I mean, you guys, it, yeah. I made like I said, I responded to a couple of them, and I deleted a couple of them. But then I decided to go through and delete all the comments. I decided to go through and delete all of them, remove all of them, and I blocked them. I blocked the people that because when I post something like that, because I do post from time to time, in so many cases of black femicide that I can't keep up with them all. But with this one made nationwide news, so from time to time I do post them. Do not come in my comment section making jokes about it. Do not come in my comment section laughing about it. It is not funny. This young lady had a family. She had a mother that loved her very much. This is not funny, and you know what? God don't like ugly. Life has a way of coming back. You better be careful what you laughing at because life has a way of coming back around full circle. So we gotta be careful what we say, and we gotta be careful what we laughing about. We laughing about somebody losing their life in such a horrific way. Be careful. You better watch it because life has a way of coming back around full circle. You reap what you sow. So I would recommend that you guys stop laughing at people. She had a family. She had a mother that loved her very much. And it's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny at all that this happened to this young lady. And just because of the fact that it was a white man, at the end of the day, it don't matter what race the man is. You guys, y'all want to day out. Well, okay. Well, what do you say about the black men that are unaliving women black women at a much higher rate? What do you have to say about them? So don't come in my comment section and I post black femicide cases. Do not be coming in my comment section laughing and making jokes about it because I'm not going to tolerate it. And I will remove your comment and I will block you. I'm not tolerating that. Under any circumstance, I'm going to tolerate that. I try not to remove comments and block people because I want people to express their opinions and everything. But when it gets to the point to where, and even if it's something that I don't agree with, but when it gets down to the point to where you're laughing at someone being unalived and decapitated, someone dying in such a horrific way, that's where I have to draw the line. That's where I have to draw the line and remove your comment and block you on top of that. Mute you. Well, it said mute. I guess mute means that on future videos, when you comment, I won't see your comment. I guess that's what it means. So I don't like to take such drastic measures. But when it comes to something like that, I will. I did because that's unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. And you guys are evil. You're a black-hearted evil. You're cold-hearted. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Because what if something like this happened to one of your family members? Would you be laughing? Would you want other people to laugh? If this happened to your daughter or another black woman in your family, or maybe you hate black women so much you hate the ones in your family too. I don't know. But you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're cold hearted. You're black hearted. You need to examine your heart. You need Jesus in your life. Because for y'all to think that this is something funny, shame on you. And God help you. So if in the future I put a black femicide case on my channel and you guys want to come in and laugh and make comments, this is not the channel for that. You got the wrong channel. I'm going to remove your comment and I'm going to block you, mute you, or whatever I got to do. I'm just letting y'all know and giving you a heads up. Unacceptable, and I'm not going to tolerate it on my channel, and I'm not tolerating it in my comment section. This blatant hatred towards black women. I'm not going to tolerate it. Not going to put up with it. I'm a black woman myself. Come on now. I got black women in my family. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not going to tolerate it. I know tons of black women. I'm not going to tolerate it. Come on now. You ought to know better. Thinking you can come over my channel and do that crap. I'm not going to tolerate it. All right. Until the next video, y'all be blessed.